Well, I have to say, I am super privileged to get you, Holly, and you're in your dressing room.
Yes, I am. We're live from the Southend Palace Theatre in my
Oh,
dressing room.
wow.
We've got a show at 8 o'clock, so I've just been putting a little touch of lip gloss on just before
Well,
we
I've got to
start.
say, you are looking absolutely fabulous, and I'm loving the curtains they've got in Southend.
Southend's famous for its florals, and look at that. It's special, isn't it?
Well, do you know what? That's a lot posher than you might get when you come to Salford and see us at the Lowry.
Is it? Do you
Yeah.
reckon? I like the asymmetry that they use here in Southend. They like to keep us on our toes design-wise, so they put that little dip in the middle for us. Don't know if you can see.
Oh, yes.
Look at that. Isn't that
You
nice?
want to be here secretly because look at this. I'm in the Hive, which is my bar studio.
Yes.
And you could be sharing some roasted nuts with me, Holly.
I would love to be sharing roasted nuts with you. How could you tempt me like that now when I haven't got any to eat myself? That's outrageous, Michelle.
Tell us why you are in this lovely dressing room and you are coming to Salford, because I am super excited about this and I know our audience definitely will be.
Well, it's because we're in the best theatre show of the year, of the decade, maybe ever, called Death Drop. It's a drag murder mystery. We've got 2 drag kings and 5 drag queens, and between us we play a cast of celebrities and VIPs who get invited to a dinner party to celebrate Charles and Diana's wedding anniversary in 1991. And as in all good murder mysteries, one by one they start getting bumped off, and you have to wait till the end to find out who done it. But
this is so great.
Fun. It's so fun. Honestly, it's the campest thing you've ever seen.
Well, I am just thinking 1991. I'm trying to think back to the styles that we had. Did we still have the big hair? Did we still have a few shoulder pads going on?
Oh, absolutely we did. We had some tight perms. We had some big shoulder pads. We had some rotten glasses. Oh, it was a moment fashion-wise, and we definitely are carrying that through into the play. The costumes are incredible. Our costume designer, Izzy Pello, has done an amazing job mixing up some vintage wear with some custom pieces. So there's so much glitter and sequin and sparkle. It really is an absolute feast for the eyes. And there you've got our poster up, and we've got... Willem,
there's definitely a lot of sass and a lot of sparkle in there, Holly. And what I've got to say as well, we've got a plethora of RuPaul's Drag Race superstars.
Yeah. Real superstars. 2 from Drag Race US, Willem and Raja O'Hara, who was just on the most recent, she was a finalist on the most recent series of All Stars. Vinegar Strokes from Drag Race UK season 1, who is... I don't know if you know about Vinegar Strokes outside of Drag Race, but she is an unbelievably talented singer. She's just finished an opera in Denmark, in Copenhagen, and she sings the opening number in Death Drop, and it's absolutely sensational. She's fantastic. And then we have Karen from Finance, who is a finalist on RuPaul's Drag Race Australia. So we've got really an amazing cast. It's like a dream lineup for a drag show.
Oh, absolutely. So are these your mates that you've roped in, or did you just kind of reach out to them and they just loved what you'd wrote for Death Drop? Because you've actually wrote this, haven't you?
Yeah, I wrote it. Yeah, no, I didn't know them, any of these cast members beforehand. It was cast by the producers who sent the script around to a few queens. And honestly, everyone who's read it has said yes right away. So we've had our first pick of people, because the script is just very funny, and it's a nice relief from the 2 years of pandemic that we've had to come and see something set in 1991. There's no COVID references. You know, it's a nice way to escape from what's been going on in the world and just have a nice fun evening. And I think people are drawn to it because of that.
Now, you said it's a whodunit, and obviously I'm guessing it's not in the style of Columbo, so we don't find out who's done it first. Do we have to wait right to the end?
We do have to wait to the end to find out who done it. And there's a whole series of gruesome and ridiculous deaths before we get to that point. So it really will keep you on your toes right to the very end. So it is camp and stupid like you wouldn't believe, but there is a real murder mystery in there, in the style of an Agatha Christie. All these guests arrive on an island, they're trapped by a storm, they can't go home, and overnight a killer takes siege on the house, and it's really fun. It's just a fun show.
Can I just ask what the island is called?
Tuck Island. We're called Tuck Island, and the house is called Shantae Manor, which is a reference you might have heard as well. So it's there's lots of silly plays on words and drag references all the way through.
Oh, do you know what? I think this is the time to take a look at the trailer and just see a little bit more of what we can expect.
Let's do it.
Taxi! I gotta go to Death Drop!
I loved every minute of watching that. Look at my face.
So fun. It's so fun. We're so excited as well about coming to Manchester. We had our opening night here in Southend yesterday, and the crowd absolutely loved it. But this venue is maybe a third of the size of the Salford Lowry, so we can't wait to get there in front of a big crowd and see what a Friday, if a Wednesday night in a small theatre in Southend had the buzz that we had last night, we can't wait to see what Salford's going to bring.
And you've been to our neck of the woods quite a few times with your cabaret, haven't you? And performed for us. You know that us Northerners, we do like to cheer and we like to scream and we like to get involved.
I absolutely love a Northern crowd. I run a monthly cabaret in London, and just before COVID started, it was starting up in Manchester. Once a month I was coming up to do a show there, and it was so much fun. Honestly, the crowd, and actually Manchester crowds love drag. They just absolutely love drag, and Manchester has some of the very best drag in the whole of the UK. That's our call. 15 minutes till showtime.
Okay. I shall fix in a few more questions and I shall let you sashay away. So I think this is brilliant. I've loved drag for such a long time, right? But I think, I was probably really cool just to start off with. That was me. But RuPaul's Drag Race has really taken it to another level, hasn't it? And is that great for you as a drag artist, that you're finally getting the recognition you actually have deserved for so long?
Yeah, do you know what? It has had a great impact on the drag scene. There are two sides to every story, aren't there? Because we know that RuPaul's Drag Race has uplifted queens and uplifted drag to a mainstream that we didn't have before, especially in the UK. We've had drag queens before. Lily Savage, Dame Edna were primetime television in the UK. So I think in the UK, we were accustomed to drag queens already. We'd seen them on our tellies in our living rooms before. What's great about Death Drop is that we've got drag kings in the show, because Drag Race famously does not have any drag kings, but the UK has some of the most amazing drag kings in the world. And we've got two in our show, Richard Energy and a new king, George Oral, who are playing our two male characters, and they are so fantastic. And that's one of the great things you'll see about the show, is that it's very different from Drag Race, because it's not all about looks and fashion, but it's really about the campery and the art of drag, and it's so it's inclusive in that way, which is.
I am going to love it. There's drama, there's music, there's a bit of suspense. It's all in there, and we can get our tickets now. So the tickets are at thelowry.com, so you can get them. But not only, you know, do we broadcast obviously around Manchester. We've got a lot of Manchester and Salford viewers, Holly, but all over the place people are watching us. We got people from Estonia last week tuning in.
Oh my God, from Estonia.
Yeah.
Hello, Estonia. Oh, I feel like I'm on the Eurovision.
Hello. But Birmingham, you're in Birmingham. You're not in Estonia, but you're in Birmingham. You're in Edinburgh. You're all over the place in Cardiff. But we can catch you everywhere, can't we?
Yeah, we're really hitting the big city. So we're doing Cardiff, Dublin, Birmingham, Edinburgh, Salford, Lowry, and Southend, and the Crew Lyceum, which is a dream. Because the Crew Lyceum, Crew's a very small town. I don't know if you've ever been. I grew up there. And,
do you know what? I'm going there this weekend for a wedding.
Are you going to Crew for a wedding? Hey, look at that. Do you know, it's a small...
I might go back then and watch Death Drop for the second time after I've seen you at the Lowry.
Yes, come and see us in Crew. Because what I was going to say is it's a small town, but it's got one of the most beautiful theatres in the country. It's an absolutely amazing 1901, I think it was built, the Crew Lyceum, and it's a real stunner of a Victorian theatre. So anyone who's in the area, and if you're in Cheshire and you can't make it to Salford, then come to the Crew Lyceum and see us there. Oh, it's going to be so fun.
Oh, it is. It's going to sounds fabulous. You better get off onto the stage.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to get told off.
Let me leave you this. No spoilers here, but I have seen this picture of you, okay? I'm not seeing anything else.
Hey, I can't possibly comment whether that's a spoiler or not. But it's a beautiful picture though, isn't it?
Oh, take care, Holly. So nice
Thanks
to see you.
so much, Michelle. So nice to see you. And I'll see you in Salford.
We will. Sashay now. Bye-bye.